what happened to you? And I said, I don't know, I just felt sick. And then she said, okay, I just came to tell you everything's gonna be okay. And then I said, okay. She goes, don't worry, I'll see you again. So as the weeks went by, the second week, the doctor kept telling me you're gonna get worse and you're gonna get worse because your chest is not clearing. And he was saying that your pneumonia is getting worse. And I don't know, because we're just gonna see from there, you're gonna have to get stronger oxygen because your oxygen is getting lower and you're not breathing well. But all the time I was there, my family, friends, Pastor Josefa, Pastor Villa, all these people kept encouraging me. They would text me and they would tell me, it's not what the doctor says, it's what God says. And while I was in the hospital, I kept saying, God says I am healed. And the doctor would come and say another thing. And the doctor would shake his head. But I kept saying, God says I'm healed to myself. And then when the doctor finally said to me, this is it. If you don't get better, we're going to put you on the ventilator. And I said, okay. So when the doctor left, he kind of put it in me like, man, I better get better. I'm going to get into the ventilator. But as he left, I kind of fell asleep, and then I heard somebody knock, and the nurse came in again. And she said, do you remember me? And I said, yeah, I remember you came the first week when I first came. And then she said, well, get up. Because I was laying down, and I said, what? She goes, get up. And I said, what happened? She said, get up. She goes, now worship him. And I said, what? And she goes, how do you know me? She said, don't worry about that. Just get up and worship God. Yes, yes. Do what you always do the best. Yes. And I started to sing. And when I started to sing, and then she said, no, wait. Sing like you always sing. So I started to sing, and I felt the presence of God just pour on me. And when the presence of God fell on me, I started to tip. And then she touched my head, and she put her hand on my heart, and she said, that's it. She goes, you're okay. And after she left, I just kept falling into the presence of God, and I couldn't stop worshiping God. And as I laid in bed, I fell asleep. I heard the door knock again. The doctor came in, and he said, okay, we're here to check your chest again. So he put the thing on my chest, and he said, what happened? And I said, what do you mean what happened? And he said, your chest is clear. Yeah. I just thank God, because if you're wondering for God, I just encourage a lot of and I've been encouraging a lot of my family members and friends that had the COVID, that get into, because I remember Pastor Sefa and Prophet Oko would always say, it's what's in the spirit. When you get into the spirit, if you're worshiping God and you're in the spirit you're healed. It's what is in the spirit is I can't get the word again. But when you're in the spirit, you're healed, and then in the flesh, you're gonna say, I'm healed. So don't worry about what's happening in the flesh. Go into the spirit and get connected with God. And when you get connected with God, the things will happen naturally, miracle. And I thank God, because the miracle signs and wonders over my life, God is so good to me. And this year I'm going to be 52 years old. My sponsor is super. And I remember when I turned 50, and the First Lady Easter was saying, yeah, he turned 50, he don't look 50, but he used to have that kind of walkway. He's kind of walking old. Yeah, sometimes my legs go out, and but I thank God that I'm still strong, I'm still healthy, I'm still alive. Amen. And God is so good. I was born in 1970 in Paradise Valley Hospital, National City, California. I thank God, and I'll turn it over to Joshua.